Hello everyone. Previously we have seen how to define the custom CSS files inside VBS and how to import those into the extension. Okay, and we have discussed whether we are defining it in globally or any extension specific. In the same way, we can do for the functions also. We can define the functions, we can import the functions, and we can use them in our applications and extensions. Okay, uh, let me I have logged in here as Alan Smith, and let me go to the Visual Builder. Okay, navigator, configuration, Visual Builder. Once we navigate to the Visual Builder, we need to create one project. Let me create a project. Like, you can do this in your existing projects also, but I am creating a new project for this purpose, just to show you a demo, and I am clicking on finish. Visual Builder Studio will set up all the things for us. I am creating an environment. I am mentioning it as demo, and I am creating an instance inside the environment. I am selecting the IDCS resource and I am clicking on add. Once the environment got created, let me create a workspace for new application extension. Let me name it as importing functions. Okay, and let me click on create. It will create a workspace for us and it will open the workspace. Okay, we got our workspace created. Let me click on this plus app UI button to create an user interface. Let me mention it as in report. Okay, let me click on create. Once I created the app UI, it will create a flow and it will create a page for us. Okay, and if you see here, you have resources. Inside these resources, you have CSS, functions, images, and JS. Okay, what I will do here is you can define the same things inside global resources also. This is a global area and this is a local area specific to extension. If you define in these resources, you are able to use the resources in any of the applications you are creating here. And if you defined here, you can only use it for that particular application. Okay, let me create one function, one or two functions inside this global resources area under functions. Let me click on plus. Once I click on plus, I will give you some name here. Global functions definition for VBCS. Okay, I have given this name, global function definition for VBCS. Okay, global functions create. Once I click on create, it is asking us to add function. Okay, and it is asking us to go to file. Let me minimize this. What we can do here is we can add a function by clicking it here, and you can write your code here. Okay, but what I will do here is I will go to the file. Okay, here you are able to see the defined structure, use strict and all those things. Here I will write it. Okay, what I will write here is I will define one class. I am giving the name as BIP response handlers. You can give any name to your class. That's depends upon your requirement. What are the functions I am going to create here is to handle the responses of the BIP service requests. Okay. Previously, we used to write the functions at the page level. Inside the main start page, we are having a JavaScript tab. Here we are able to write our functions. But now I am going to define the same functions here. Okay. My first function is XML to report bytes. Whenever we are hitting the service request of report service, we are able to get one XML output. Inside that XML, we have a tag called report bytes. Inside that report bytes, we are containing the data in the form of base64. So first, I will convert that XML XML, and I will catch the response, and I will take that XML, and inside that XML I will catch the report bytes tag, and I will take the base 64 code from that. Okay, so I am starting defining a function static XML to report bytes. Okay, this is my function name. So what I need here is I need one parameter. Okay, I need one parameter for this function. What is that? Is response. I am naming that response as XML. I am declaring that. Okay, and what I will do here is once I catch the XML, I will create one variable where XML string is equals to XML. Okay, after that const parser is equals to new DOM parser. See, we have that here. Okay, new DOM parser. Let me put a semicolon. Yeah, like this we need to define. Let me give the brackets. This is the DOM parser. Okay, after that what I will do is I will define one more constant. Const XML doc is equals to parser dot XML dot is equals to parser from string of XML string comma text slash XML. Okay, I am placing it as XML. Okay, this is my next command. Now where report bytes is equals to XML dot get element of XML dot get elements by tag name of. Now we have to give it here as report bytes. Why? Because we need to take the data from the report bytes tag, which will be in the base 64 format. Okay, what I am doing here is I am taking the response in the XML variable. I am assigning it to the XML string. Once I assign it to the XML string, I am parsing it as a DOM, and I am catching the elements from that DOM. Okay, elements from the DOM, and which element I am catching it here is report bytes. Okay, I am catching the report bytes. Now where bcode is equals to report by 0 dot inner HTML. We are by using this inner HTML command, we are able to get the inside text of that particular element. Return B code. Okay, we are returning the base 64 code from the function. So this is our entire function. Okay, this will be our entire function. Okay, I have written the code. Now what I will do here is I will give one return function inside, like return command. Inside this return command, what I will do is I will write the function name XML reports to bytes. Okay, and write it. After this I will put one column, and what I will do is I will take the class name dot again the function name. Okay, so that by using this keyword XML to report bytes, we are calling this particular class in and inside that particular function. Okay, let me format the document. Okay, so by this what we can let me remove this thing. Okay, let me place it outside here. Okay, let me place it outside here. 1 minute. Let me do it, and let me do it like this, and let me do it like this. Control X, and I will place it here. So this is over. Now by this we are able to conclude our definition of that function. Okay. Now what I have to do is we have to define the JSON for this. So along with this uh, definitions, we need to mention it inside the JS. If you see here, already the name, label, description, path, and functions is already taken. In this referenceable, I will make it as extension. I remove the self and extension. If you put it as extension, then you can use it globally. Okay. Otherwise, you can use it inside only a particular extension. Okay. Now inside this functions, what I will do here is I will give the references for my function. Inside this, what I will do here is I will put the XML report bytes, our function name, what we are referring here inside this JSON. After that, I will put it as columns, and I will open one object. It's a JSON object we are defining in the JavaScript object notation. I need to define the parameters first. Inside, what are the parameters we are having inside my functions? Params. I am using params keyword. Once I have taken params keyword, inside this params, what I will do is I will put the XML of my params. Okay. I will put the XML of my params. XML. It is one of my parameter, and inside this XML I will give its definition. What is the label for this, and what is the description for this, all these things, and what is the type of the parameter. Is it a string, is it a number, or what are the other things. I will put it like this. Okay, let me format it one more time. Format the document. So this will be the XML as a parameter. Params, I defined it. I have defined the function, and what I have to define here is it is it a referenceable at extension level, or at the self level. So what I will do here is it a referenceable at extension level, and it is returning of type string. Okay, and it is returning the type string. Let me put the return in small words, keywords, RUTURN return. Okay, and let me close it in double quotes, both the return and string. Okay, let me put one comma here, and let me format the document again. So this is now fine. Now we have defined the function and we have defined the JSON for this. Now what we can do here is, let me go to the page. Inside that, let me create one event listener. I am selecting as VB enter, and I am clicking on next, and I am clicking on finish. Once the event got created, let me go to the associated action chain, and let me take the call function component inside this action chain. Once I click on this drop down, we are able to see this function which we defined. It is under functions, global functions definition for VBCS, XML to report bytes. So this is how we are defining the functions in the extensions. Okay, this is all for the video, guys. Thank you very much.